Belmont side हमारा static है बाल.
Alright, looks like we're back, and apparently we're going to be jumping into straight into the second game between WOLOLO and KUIS Esports, right? And last time we saw KUIS Esports absolutely thrash WOLOLO in the air. So what do you think is going to happen this time around, Yube?
Well, WOLOLO knows what they're dealing with, so they got enough time to prep. So we might see a different game, and then like KUIS Esports might still sweep this, but it could change the outcome.
So far, based on what I've seen, I'm gonna say that KUIS Esports seems to be in the better position. I think it's more likely that they're gonna win, but
yeah, they
if
seem like they'll win, but WOLOLO might make it really hard for them to win now because they got some time to recoup and then come up with a plan.
Absolutely, I agree with you there, and I think this game, this match will show us whether WOLOLO is still competitive or not. And that being said, 5 minutes on the clock, and we are starting. All right, kickoff. Titan. Last time Titan scored quite a number of goals, didn't he? Is definitely up there to look out for.
And some other member from KUIS. I don't remember the name.
There's Ostrich now. Oh, trying to create an opportunity, but none of his teammates were there. WOLOLO now going for the defense. Executable. He had a lot of saves in the last match, which makes him a really underrated player because we didn't really see him get his hands on the ball very much. But apparently he's made like 6 saves or something, so that means that he was actually playing defense a lot, and that's something to appreciate. Titan once again, Leox. Ostrich now trying to block the ball as it advances on the KUIS Esports side of the pitch, sending it towards the WOLOLO side. The defender tries to block it, but the ball goes flying, and Titan now tries to create something. Both times hitting the backboard, and now the ball is going back towards the KUIS Esports side. But they managed to clear it. Ostrich following the ball, now overtaking it, trying to find the right opportunity, bouncing it off the wall there, creating something for his teammates, but the defenders were right there. Titan now sending the ball up into the air. I'm seeing a little bit more of air antics from WOLOLO this time around, just a little bit, right?
It's like they heard us.
One can only hope. Alright, so Unicorns now sending the ball towards the KUIS Esports side. Oh, that was a somewhat near miss.
Save.
Definitely.
It was KUIS Esports saving like that one.
Oh, Leox now trying to create an opportunity. Oh, look at that! Ostrich scores! I would love to see the replay on that one.
I mean, I would like to see where he came from. It's like he knew the setup was gonna happen.
All 3 of them were there just now, so I think they were all just going for it, knowing that the other teammate was going to set something up, It's either you or me. But anyway, 3 minutes, 6 seconds on the clock, and we have kickoff once again. The score now stands at 1-0, and this is very different from what we saw in the first match.
How so?
It's definitely taken a lot more time for them to score. KUIS Esports doesn't seem to be dominating as easily. Oh, I spoke too soon. Second goal, this time for Ostrich as well. Wait, where was he? Wow.
He was,
right at the goal. That is amazing. That is a great amount of distance there. 2 minutes 49 seconds. KUIS Esports has a lead of 2-0. And now we have a kickoff and also a demolition. The ball once again on the WOLOLO side of the pitch. KUIS Esports very much controlling the pace of the game, as you tend to say, Yube. Ostrich now.
Yeah,
Still
I mean,
Ostrich. Oh, look at that! Leox scores! 3-0 KUIS Esports. I take back what I said. It seems that WOLOLO has lost their nerve once again, and KUIS Esports is now significantly ahead. 2 minutes 28 seconds, and we have kickoff once again. This time KUIS Esports. Ostrich takes the ball right at the start. Titan now sending it towards the goal, nicely defended. What does WOLOLO need to do right now to come back from this, do you think?
Well, I'd say they need to focus on attacking and try to keep the ball away from their goal as possible, because KUIS Esports is like really good in their offense. As you can see, the shots are really accurate. I mean, from the back, from the side. I mean, they seem to be setting up for themselves. Like, one player sets up the goal for himself and then just shoots. So
yeah,
nice.
I can definitely see that. Oh, look at that! Another goal for Ostrich. That is KUIS Esports 4 and WOLOLO 0. 1 minute 48 seconds, I believe, remaining on the clock, and we are back to kickoffs once again. Let's see how this goes. WOLOLO sending the ball deep into the KUIS Esports side of the pitch, but Titan clears, and he also sends it further towards the goal himself. Oh, another goal? Oh no, near miss there. Ostrich opportunistically going for the ball there.
Like he's doing the same thing he did last time.
Very close. I don't think that was a lack of skill, but just luck. Another near miss and another near miss. They're just thrashing the WOLOLO goal right now, right?
Yeah, like the ball has been on that side for the past, I don't know, 3 minutes. Like, just jumping from the ball, like from the goal.
Oh, and there we go. Titan scores 5-0. KUIS Esports now very much in the lead. I think this match is decided. I think, sorry, I think this game is decided, right?
I mean, it looks like that way. It looks like it's gonna be a sweep. So, I was really pumped to see some high-level play, but WOLOLO needs to really up the aerial game if they want to stand a chance with any of the other teams.
Yes, definitely. Based on what we saw last time between EBG and 13, WOLOLO I don't think stands a chance against either of them as they are right now anyway. So they might need to re-examine some of their strategies and perhaps work on some new rotations and tactics as well.
I mean, more than the rotation, I feel like the players need to increase their like own skill level, like individual skill level, because then they can form a formation that works for everybody. I mean, even though 13 played differently, every player had a different skill, and then like they could pull it off whatever they were doing. So the same with Juice. They had one of the best aerial, like.
Oh, look at that. While we were talking, Leox scores again. These guys have been just thrashing WOLOLO this time around, and the score stands at 6-0 and 8 seconds on the clock. The comeback
How much did they score last time?
I think it was 6 as well. I don't think they went above 8 for sure. Oh, and there you have it. The game is decided. KUIS Esports is the winner once again. They've won 2, which means that the next win they win could get them all the way there, right? And let's take a look at these stats. Look at that. Ostrich,
14 shots.
Leox, Titan, my goodness.
I mean, Ostrich really deserved the MVP this time. He was defending and then attacking, and the shots he sent were like really accurate.
Very true. I think that Ostrich is the player to look out for me at least right now.
I would say 3 of them are like even, like because the last time was Titan making the plays with Leox making
fair enough,
setups. But
Do you
yeah,
think that
we'll see.
it's on purpose? Do you think that because of their formations?
Yeah, it could be. It seems like they don't have a certain like person as a goalkeeper, unlike other teams. This time, like anybody could be a goalkeeper, and then the other one would be making the plays, and the other one would be shooting. So you can't really say they have a formation where the objectives are determined. So it's a same formation, but they're doing it very differently because the individual skill level is pretty high.
Right. Okay. I am definitely really liking seeing them play, but I don't know. What does Wolololo need to do right now to at least stand a fighting chance? Because if they lose this one, they lose the entire game, right?
I would say their best bet is to keep the ball away from their goal because the accuracy from KUIS is like really high. So if they don't give them a chance to make any opportunities, then they would have a chance, you know. But
Hmm.
I don't really think that's gonna happen due to like the two matches being like they couldn't even score. So yeah.
Right. And that being said, 5 minutes on the clock, and we're back to Quiz Esports versus Wolololo Esports, round 3. So far, Quiz Esports has been dominating the game, but Wolololo Esports is still here, you know. They could still win this, how unlikely as that may seem. But for now, it's gonna be Quiz Esports scoring once again with Titan. Well done, Titan. Let's take a look at that replay there. All
But
three of the Quiz Esports players all up in the front there because they knew that they had these other guys cornered. And we have kickoff once
KUIS
again.
seems to be playing really comfortably. Like they're not rushing for the ball, they just wait for it and then make plays accordingly. Because even when they were defending from WOLOLO, they didn't panic.
Um, it seems that they want to restart the game due to some technical issues. So let's kind of put what we saw aside just now and talk about what we've seen so far, right? So Quiz Esports has now won 2, and Wolololo Esports has won none. Lost both of them. I think that it's very likely that Quiz is gonna take the next one as well. But Wolololo have their work cut out for them if they actually want to catch up in any uh, realistic fashion. Especially considering, as you mentioned, that they don't seem to be particularly strong with the aerial tactics. But Quiz seems to be really good there.
Yeah, as long as the aerial, like if they can't match with them in the air, it's gonna be really hard for them to win any games, even in the future. Because most of the goals come, like not from below, from above.
Hmm.
So they really need to up the defense, and I would still say they need to clear as fast as possible. They keep the ball on their side, it's just gonna be a goal eventually. So they really need to do something about it.
I think we're gonna be starting the game just very shortly. So just before we do that, I would like to remind everybody that you're watching slash listening to DHIRAAGU Supersonic by Glitch Gaming, and this is a Rocket League tournament that is gonna go on for 20 days. 20 nights of Ramadan, and this is day 3 of 20, right? And we are seeing the first match of the day. Quiz Esports versus Wolololo Esports. So far in the match, Quiz Esports has won twice, and they won both times with a significant lead, and they seem very much the superior team in terms of skill level. But around here, we like to see the underdog story, you know? We like to see teams that are on their last legs just try really hard and overcome all odds to rise to the top. So we still do have some hope for Wolololo. Hopefully they will be able to come back from this. But even if they aren't, luckily this is the group stage, right? Could you tell people a little bit about how the group stage works, just while we get the match set up in the background?
Yeah, the group stage is like they're trying to determine the best two teams from each group. They'll play against each other, and then the two teams with the highest points would go to the knockout stage. And the knockout stage is actually pretty interesting. From the knockout stage, there is this thing called double elimination, where two teams have this thing called two lives. So if one team hasn't lost up until the finals, it's possible for them to play the finals again. This is my first time seeing something like this, so I'm really interested to see how it goes.
Yes, I have previously been lucky enough to see double elimination in effect. Basically, what this means is that there is an upper bracket and a lower bracket, right? And if you go to the elimination part of the tournament and you lose one, in most sports, you tend to just get knocked out. But here, you get knocked down into the lower bracket. And there, the teams that have lost once have this second life, as you mentioned, right?
So
And they
like
get to face each other.
so the winning team stay in the upper bracket, right?
Right.
So as long as they're winning, they'll be in the upper bracket and they'll make it to the final. But if you lose, you just drop to the lower bracket. Is that how it
Yes,
works?
yes, and if you lose one more time, then you're out.
Then you're
So
knocked out.
basically,
Yeah.
every team just gets one more chance to come back from this, and that is important because it means that even if you lose one of your matches in the elimination part of this tournament, you could legitimately fight on and go to the finals and win. Like that chance, the probability of that happening, of course, very hard to say, but hey, look at that. I think we have the game back right now. Is that right? There seems to be already a single goal scored, but 4 minutes 4 seconds on the clock, and we're back into the game. Sorry about the sudden transition there, ladies and gentlemen. But hey, let's just keep going. Alright, it's Leox now. Ball firmly in the Quiz Esports side of the pitch, but they're trying to clear it. Do they succeed? Yes, they do. Unicorn's now rushing for the defense, but he didn't make contact with it.
Looks like a
Oh,
nice
another
finish.
attack on the backboard, and oh, that was nearly a goal.
You would think that one would be a goal from that angle.
Yes, I really thought it was, and nice attempt there by Unicorns, but Quiz Esports just sent it away. Executable trying to defend, but I think he didn't quite make the contact that he wanted to. Yamin going for the ball and missing. The ball is dead in front of the WOLOLO Esports side of the pitch, in front of the goal. A very strange sight to see. All the cars just sitting around and no one going for it, but at least now it's live and it's back on the Quiz Esports side of the pitch. And WOLOLO now going for seriously more aerial stuff right now. I'm seeing that. But does it look like they have a lot of experience in it, or does it look like they're simply trying to play catch up to you, Yuvet?
I mean, it looks like they're trying, they're trying new stuff. I mean, even though they're new to it, it's like practice, so it's nice to see.
It's like, what better time to practice than in the heat of battle, right? Or something. I don't know. But in any case, 2 minutes 35 seconds. Counting Quiz Esports currently leads with just one goal. A little unusual, but we will see whether they are able to score better. So far, WOLOLO seems to be holding the line quite well, even though Quiz Esports generally has possession more. Ball stolen away from Ostrich. Executable now. Trying to create an opportunity. Blocked away by... Oh, it's Yamin now. Oh, look at that. Second goal for Quiz Esports. It's Ostrich. Nice, simple goal there.
Quiz having a hard time scoring.
Right, we have kickoff once again, and that was Leox. Ostrich now sending the ball towards the WOLOLO side of the goal. Titan. Titan again. The defenders just got in the way, so he couldn't do a lot there. But he's still trying to prevent them from taking it forward, which he does by intercepting the ball nicely. Oh, dangerous ball there for WOLOLO, but they are desperately trying to clear it. But nope, Titan's back again, trying to cause problems, and he scores! 3-0 to Quiz Esports. Now there's the team that I was talking about. Now we're seeing them back in their pace. I don't know what's happening, but it feels like WOLOLO just lost its life. Come on, guys, keep fighting. We have kickoff once again. Ostrich now going for the ball, sending it towards the WOLOLO side of the pitch. Near miss to the goal, but the defender defended anyway. Unicorns. Nicely done,
I
Unicorns.
feel like KUIS Esports is having a hard time scoring again.
Maybe because the total score isn't high. Yeah, I might be agreeing with you there, but they're still very much controlling the ball and the pace of the game, I would say. 1
I
minute
guess
remains.
they're challenging them in aerial. They're having a hard time, scoring. Because WOLOLO just goes for every aerial shot, and then, they hit it most of the time, so it turns out to be a clear.
Very true. So now that WOLOLO is also playing aerially, these guys are having a bit of trouble keeping up. What an interesting twist. And now the ball, once again, very dangerously deep in the WOLOLO side of the pitch. Less than 30 seconds remaining on the clock. This might be the first time, I think, that we've seen a sweep where the other team didn't get to score at all, right? Which makes it, what, a clean sweep? What do you think, Jube?
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be one of those clean sweeps because they didn't get any goals in to the KUIS Esports side. And just like that, KUIS Esports takes this. Maybe,
I'm not entirely sure. Yeah.
Maybe WOLOLO is having a bit of like having nerves because it's a tournament, and then they seem to have improved in the last game, so you can't really put them down that much. But you got to give some credit to KUIS Esports. Every player was just bringing their A game in, and then shots.
Yes, it was a pleasure to watch. I think they did really well, and I'm looking forward to seeing them play on as well. And it is worth noting once again, just like we were saying before, that this might be the first clean sweep of this tournament so far. A clean sweep being a term that means when you win 3 games in a row without sacrificing any goals to the opponent, right? So if that's what happened just now with KUIS Esports and WOLOLO. But as you said, we could steadily see WOLOLO improving as the game went on. But
I mean, they did improve in the third match. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We did see them improving for sure. So maybe playing with such high-level teams can actually help them figure things out and improve their skill as well, right? And anyway, I think we should go for a short break right now so that we can get ready for our next match just in a little bit. Just to remind everybody, today is day 3 of DHIRAAGU Supersonic by Glitch Gaming. The first match of today was supposed to be PROFATS NONPAREIL versus TC Chips Fraternity, right? And that one ended with a win for PROFATS through forfeit, which was an interesting twist, let's say. And then we had the first match of tonight, which is KUIS Esports versus WOLOLO, which was just now a match from Group D, which ended in the first clean sweep of the tournament. We've explained what clean sweeps are, so I'll just move on. WOLOLO Esports lost 3 times in a row and were not able to score as well. And the last match of tonight is going to be TC Chips Lions versus CAPALOT, a match from Group A. And TC Chips Lions, a team we've seen before, and I'm looking forward to that, but we'll talk a little bit more about that after the break. For now, we're going to go for a break. Thank you for joining us on DHIRAAGU Supersonic, and we'll see you soon.
mind. You will be on my mind. You will be on my mind. Wanna forget what you feel like, what you feel like. Wanna forget what you feel like, what you feel like. Tell me somebody how long he will be on my mind. He will be on my mind. On my mind. You will be on my mind. I don't know why I let you, but you had to light a spark in me. Lost control, falling over, getting pulled in by your gravity. Thought that I had figured it out, never felt it rationally, but this sense of urgency has me wondering. Thought that I had figured it out, nothing could get through to me, but this kind of chemistry has me wondering. When you're not around it, all goes black and white. How come I'm not seeing in color? Lost without you, I can't make it through the night. How come I'm not seeing in color? How come I'm not seeing in How come I'm not seeing color? So far gone, I'm caught up, infatuated by our symmetry. It feels like before now, I was only half of me. Thought that I had figured it out, never felt it rationally, but this sense of urgency has me wondering.
ರಾಜ್ಯ ಕುದಿ ರೀತಿ ರತ್ತಕುಗೆ ಬೇರು ಮಾಸಿಂಗ ನು ಕಂಡುತಕುಗ ವ್ಯಾಕಫಾ ದುವ್ವ ರಕ್ಕ ತೆರಿಕಂದಿ ಕಂಡುತಕುಗೆ ಮಿ ದಿರುಂ ಹೋದ ಕಂಡುಂ ಹೋದಿ ಕಂಡು ರೋದಿ
ಏರುಗೆ ರಾ ಮಾಂದು ಮಸ್ತಳು
Welcome back, guys. That was a really, really interesting match we just saw. Welcome back to DHIRAAGU Supersonic, presented by Glitch Gaming. This is me, Aksam, and then I've got commentary by Munis and Yube as an analyst here joining us tonight. We have already finished technically the two matches for tonight. We've got a third match along the way. And before we get to the details of that match, I would like to mention that there's a lucky draw happening as well. Type GG on any chat or any stream that you're watching, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, and stand a chance to win a Mastalo case or a pizza by Pizza Bono. And
For
this
free.
is for free. Yeah, man. So, okay, so I was watching the match really closely. Just tell me a little bit of how you guys feel, and then we'll go into the details afterwards. Munis, can you go first?
Alright, I'm going to start things off by saying that we had really high expectations going into the match. That we thought that WOLOLO versus KUIS Esports was going to be a lot more of an even match, but it ended up being rather one-sided, right? We saw that there were some real mistakes, especially early on when they completely just refused to fight in the air, right? KUIS Esports was able to dominate the air and basically make aerial attacks a lot, and a lot of their goals were through those, right? And we did see them improve on it, WOLOLO improve on it as the matches went on, right? And I'm happy to see this improvement coming, but it was a little bit too late. It also is notable for being the first clean sweep of this tournament. And as we were talking about before, a clean sweep is when a team just makes a sweep, 3 wins in a row, without conceding any goals, right? And that's what happened. At least from where I was sitting.
What do you think?
Well, it's worth noting WOLOLO is like a new team, so their level must it's kind of low, but it's fine because later onwards they were trying new things. So I was really happy to see that. While the other team was dominating, and that was to be expected since they're veterans. But props to both.
So there were 3 moods I noticed in the three games that we just saw. In the first game, I noticed that Titan was just hammering it all in. Titan was there were the first 2 goals within I think it was within 10 seconds of within 30 seconds of each other. Titan and Leo kept on doing this duo thing where Leo would set up the goal really nicely. Titan would be in midair before that even happened. This sort of team play was amazing to see, and this entire match I kept on seeing Titan really hold that position as the MVP for that match. In the next match, however, did you guys notice what Ostrich was doing?
Yes, I think you also mentioned that where the first match it was all about Titan, right? In the next match it seemed like Ostrich just basically took his place, right? And Titan just fell back and was the playmaker more than the goal scorer, and it was a very interesting turnaround, and we were wondering whether they were just doing a deliberate thing where the next match would be the third guy. But it turned out that the next match was very much Ostrich, supported by his other 2 teammates as well.
Yeah, there was one goal which I noticed. Ostrich was bouncing it off the side of the goal, side of the field, and then it was all the way going towards the goal, and then Leo kind of sneakily tapped it in, and I feel like maybe we should call you out for stealing that goal, Leo. But
you can't really take, because they don't want to take chances.
Yeah.
So I would say it's fair.
Exactly. They made sure that it went in. It was already going in, but now it's going in for real.
Man, they were already 2-0 up.
Also, Leo needed a few shots from his
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, I mean, Leo did like redeem himself. The second goal by Leo like was making it 6-0. That was the second clean sheet, and Leo hammered it in, which matched the score of the first game as well, 6-0, 6-0 once again. In the third match, however, I noticed that in the second match, like you guys mentioned, we saw a lot of improvement by the other team, by WOLOLO. They were trying really hard to like up their game and really hold their ground. But in the third match, I felt like their work kind of like disintegrated. There was that one moment. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there was a double commit in the defensive line for the second goal that
Right,
was
there
conceded
was.
by WOLOLO. What happened there? What do you think happened?
From
feel
where I
like
was
they
sitting.
panicked.
Okay, you go first.
I feel like they panicked and then they didn't know what to do, and then everybody was just... Well, in the third game, they realized their weakness was aerial, so they all tried for it. So when the ball was up there, they were like, "Yeah, I want to do it," and then there was not much for coordination, which led to that incident occurring. What do you
So,
think?
what would you
From
say?
where
Like,
I was sitting, right, I kind of noticed that two members of the opposite team were also going for the ball that was being like, like put in front of the goal, right? So the thing that I saw was that these guys were defending against the first attack, but not the second attack. So the second attack kind of like snuck in behind them. But they did both commit to the same attack, which again is the problem. There should have been someone making sure that the ball was still okay, even after they blocked the first attack, right? Because there are three players.
yeah, that one moment was when I think it was Unicorn who was in midair, and you could see like the ball was coming straight at them, and they could have defended it, and suddenly the teammate grabs Unicorn by the wheels and takes him along as well, and then it was an open goal. It was slightly disappointing, but I think what really happened tonight was Wolololo being a okay, maybe I'm mispronouncing it by saying so many lololololo at the end, but Wololo Esports might have had a case of the nerves tonight. Do you have anything you want to tell these guys? Because they've got 3 more matches, I guess, on the group stage for them. What do you want to tell them?
Well, I would say keep a cool head, learn from the better teams what they can improve on. It's more of a learning game for them at this point. They'll see like amazing players, and then they'll be like, I should do this, I should do that. Then they'll find out what they're good at, and then they'll find out what formation to use. So mostly learn from the better team, and then how you're getting, their goals in. Like you need to learn from them. So when the next tournament's coming up, they can be like them, and I'll be like, yeah, they did this to us, and we'll do it to them, something like that.
Yeah, Munis, what do you say?
All right, I'm gonna talk about this from the perspective of, let's say, the team, like from the preparation perspective, right? I think that yes, they do have like 3 or 4 more matches to play, but more importantly, every single night for the next 20 something nights, right? They'll be seeing other teams playing Rocket League. They'll be seeing other strategies come against each other, other formations and other skill levels. So I think this is also going to be a really valuable experience for them to basically absorb as much as they can from the different teams that are out there and the different tactics they employ, and see what works for them during their own practices and try to incorporate them. Like preparing for the next tournament is the long-term goal, but I still think that they can absorb a lot short-term and still change within the tournament to kind of better oppose some of the opposition that they'll be facing. So that's what I hope to see from them, like a sudden growth spurt, basically.
Well, I feel like we've got this tourney set up that is going to be a sort of a double elimination. There are so many redemption chances in this tourney as well. So maybe we might be seeing that reverse sweep that you were hoping for. Maybe this
If you guys are gonna start WOLOLO, you just basically took step 1 of the reverse sweep. Now all you gotta do is just never lose a match. But anyway, jokes aside, let's just reflect once again on what's been happening tonight on day 3 of DHIRAAGU Supersonic, right? We had PROFATS NONPAREIL versus TC Chips Fraternity, and that one ended in a forfeit on TC Chips Fraternity's side. So PROFATS took it. And then we had KUIS Esports versus WOLOLO, and that one as well, it was 3-0 for KUIS Esports, and also worth mentioning, a clean sweep. And now we're getting ready for TC Chips Lions versus CAPALOT. Now, TC Chips Lions, we've already seen them go up against Clockwise, a bit of a young new team, I'm told, and it was a perfect sweep. But Clockwise did put up a decent fight, at least insofar as they did not let them make it a clean sweep. They scored a few goals. They were kind of like, even if we're going down with a fight. So a lot of respect for them. But that being said, now we're back on TC Chips Lions, and I want to see whether this was a fluke or whether this is their skill level, right? So TC Chips Lions versus CAPALOT is what we've got next. Yube, what are your thoughts?
Oh, yes, Yube.
Well,
Tell us.
CAPALOT, I don't know who's playing on that side, but I've heard it's a veteran team as well. So I feel like this is going to be tonight's main event. So yeah, I hope to see some high-level skill play.
Absolutely. So whenever you guys are ready to begin the match, we're ready to start. TC Chips Lions are Group A, if I'm not wrong, right? Looking at my stuff over here. And CAPALOT also is the last team of Group A to play. I think this is their first match.
Yeah, I've got my eye on blank. Well, everybody's blank on TC Chips Lions. Blank Prospect, actually. I've got my eye on him. He had 2 goals within 10 seconds within the match against Clockwise. I felt like they were just like taking revenge for conceding a goal against Clockwise. So I'm hoping they've got the same attitude for tonight as well. Guys, I'm going to be leaving you guys with the match. I'll be catching you later. So in the meantime, enjoy. Let me know what happens. I'm going to be taking notes as well. If I miss anything, I'm hoping you let me know. So we're going to be transitioning into the next match of tonight, which is the last match of the night, TC Chips Lions versus CAPALOT.
All right, so I guess it falls to us again, Yube. So once again, to remind everybody, we'll be watching TC Chips Lions take on CAPALOT, right? And this is going to be a match from Group A. And we've once again, to remind you, we've already seen TC Chips Lions play, and it was a perfect sweep against the name of this team is Clockwise. Yeah, there you go. And they played really well that time around, so I'm expecting very high level of play this time around as well. What about you, Yube?
Yeah, I'm expecting to see, like not a sweep, but a back and forth between two teams.
Something
So,
like
pretty
what we
interesting.
saw with 13 and EVG, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, so with 5 minutes on the clock, we are now ready to go into the game, and it's kickoff. TC Chips Lions versus CAPALOT. Who's gonna win? I'm not sure. All right, the ball dangerously close to the CAPALOT side. That was Scully, and Scully's scores. Blank Scully X with the first goal of the match. This is a goal that was scored with 4 minutes 46 seconds on the clock. What do you think, Yube? Good goal or not?
It was good. I mean, TC Chips have a habit of scoring in the first few seconds, so not surprised
Yeah,
there.
very intense, fast-paced players, right?
Yeah.
That's Nyclo, right? ATH Nyclo. So we're gonna call him Nyclo. There's
Oh, it's
Blank
Blank
Prospect.
With something.
Scully
I don't know
again.
what that was, but that was something.
Sending the ball back towards the CAPALOT side of the pitch, but it was cleared away. Ghostly. Deflected by CAPALOT. Prospect now rushing to defend, trying to clear the ball away, or at least stop the momentum of CAPALOT, but unfortunately they cannot. Nyko lost the ball just now, but he's ready to receive it, but his teammate grabbed that one. That was Titanium. Nyclo again. Prospect. CAPALOT now trying to make something happen. Send the ball towards the TC Chips Lions side of the pitch. Ghostly. Blank prospect now, sending the ball towards the other end of the pitch, trying to create an opportunity. Now he's rushing back, perhaps anticipating that these guys will be attacking now. And they are. CAPALOT trying to go for the goal, but deflected by the defender, which I think was Blank prospect just now. Once again deflected by TC Chips Lions. Nyclo. Kane. TC Chips Lions taking the ball towards the other side of the pitch, but they missed with that attack just now. Ghostly. Another attempt being made on the TC Chips Lions side of the pitch, and it's its goal! Kane scores the equalizer for CAPALOT. Take a look at that replay. What do you think?
Oh, that was a nice finish by him. He just popped the ball right on his head. He did not expect that.
Wow, that was very nicely done. 2 minutes 59 seconds on the clock, and we're back to kickoffs. Scully.
If I'm not wrong, that's one of the first dribbles like scored I've seen, like from a dribble.
Yeah, you might be right. You might be right. Alright, the ball, it's still on the TC Chips Lions side, now being sent back to the CAPALOT side, but the defenders were ready and they clear easily. Titanium now trying to create an opportunity for his teammates, but the defenders, a Blank prospect now, interrupting it. Nyclo trying to block, but I think he missed that one. Another opportunity being created for TC Chips Lions by Blank prospect here. Oh, near miss. Nicely defended. Another attack. Another bit of defending. They're not letting the ball through at all. The ball very much on the CAPALOT side of the pitch, with TC Chips Lions playing quite aggressively, but CAPALOT does not seem to be conceding their goals very easily either. They're still fighting over it. Titanium now trying to clear the ball, I think. And he succeeds. Oh, look at that! Kane scores again for CAPALOT. That was awesome. What? Take a look at that.
You know,
that was a very good infield pass. What do you think of that one, Yube?
well, I'm starting to notice CAPALOT is really good with the dribbles and then the control of the ball. They don't really take shots.
Oh! Sorry to interrupt you, but they scored again! Kane for CAPALOT, my goodness. Look at that, what? That is a three-player goal. Yeah, I think it was. From one player to the wall to the other player to the to near the goal. Kane just kind of tapping it in. Wow, I'm impressed.
They're really good with the dribbles. It's really impressive.
Absolutely, like TC Chips Lions, the group, the team that basically had a perfect sweep the last time around, seems to be struggling right now. What is happening? Blank prospect trying to defend, and Nyclo scores this time 4-1 to CAPALOT. Wow, what a performance right now. This is not at all what I expected from TC Chips Lions, but my goodness, CAPALOT is really bringing it. And we have kickoff with 1 minute 23 seconds on the clock. 1, 2, 3. And ball once again on the CAPALOT side. Not a place where it's been a lot. A nice bit of attacking, but they did not manage to seal the deal. Kane now trying to...
every one of them tries to control the ball, and then...
My goodness, look at that goal by Nyclo. What a goal. He just controlled the ball in the air, and it just went in. What? How does that happen? 5-1, 1 minute 1 second on the clock. What is going on with TC Chips Lions? We have kickoff once again, and the time is running out for TC Chips Lions, at least for this match. No, sorry, this game. Nyclo. Kane. So, what do you think is going on with TC Chips Lions, Yube? Scully?
Well, I'd say CAPALOT doing something I haven't seen many players do. They wait for the other, the opponent to react, and then
Oh, nicely done. Ghostly scores the second goal for TC Chips Lions with just 24 seconds on the clock. Wow. These guys, they're not giving up. I mean, I don't know if they can score 3 more in just 24 seconds, but they're at least letting the other team know, hey, we're still in this. We're still fighting for it. All right,
Yeah,
another
I mean, can't like let their defense go because TC Chips and would always make it a goal. Their
absolutely.
shots are really accurate.
Oh, less than 10 seconds now. Oh, could this be another goal? No, they're defending. They're determined not to give up any other goals and not to concede anymore. 1 second, and here we go. CAPALOT wins the first of tonight's, wins the first round, basically. And TC Chips Lions just lost. But hey, at least it wasn't 0, right? Let's take a look at these statistics here. You bet. What are your thoughts? They're kind of mirrored.
I mean, yeah, both of them have the same shots, but CAPALOT was more accurate, and then they do have more saves. Like their rotation was on point. Like TC Chips when they first started off, the rotations was great, but when the game kept going on, they looked really grouped. Everybody's at the same place, and then it didn't really work out for them.
Right, and also it's worth noting that CAPALOT have a lot more assists, right? So these guys
Yeah.
are clearly better used to playing as a team. I don't know about you, Yube, but that was a very welcome surprise, all right? See, the first night, TC Chips Lions just dominated the game, right? So we were feeling a little bit
Yeah.
bad for Clockwise, but maybe Clockwise is out there feeling a little good now, considering that TC Chips Lions is now seemingly receiving the same treatment. If this turns out to be a perfect sweep, I will be very, very amused. It's like
Well,
a certain hierarchy has been created, you know? CAPALOT can beat TC Chips Lions, who ended up being able to beat, what was it again? Clockwise. But I still look forward to seeing TC Chips Lions put forward a good fight and try to come back from this.
I don't think they'll give up.
Definitely. You know that they can score.
Yeah.
We know that they have good players, they have good teamwork. So I'm hoping to see them sort of make a comeback here as well. Considering what Aksam said, it is the main event of tonight. So I think we're just waiting for the next one to get started. But in the meantime, it's worth reminding you that this is DHIRAAGU Supersonic, and we're seeing Rocket League being played for like 20 nights straight through Ramadan. This is day 3, and we're now seeing the last match of tonight, which is a Group A match, and we're seeing TC Chips Lions take on CAPALOT. And the last time TC Chips Lions played, they won their match in a perfect sweep. That is to say that out of a best out of 5, they won 3 games, one after the other, without conceding to their opponents, right? And CAPALOT is the team that we hadn't seen play so far, and they seem to be doing fantastic against TC Chips Lions. They seem to be very, very good, and again doing something that we haven't seen a lot of teams do, which is focusing a little bit more on dribbling. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about that, Yube? Like, why do you think that is such an unusual tactic to use?
It's not an unusual tactic. It's more like it's really high skill. Like they
Yeah,
always
you don't
wait.
commonly see it, so why is
Yeah.
so why don't people do that more, I guess, is my question. I guess I could phrase it that way.
Well, people are mostly more like into the whole shots and aerials. Like they're more into that. Like it's more appealing for them. But CAPALOT has this tendency to keep the ball in control, and then they wait for TC Chips to react, and then they just kind of like traject the ball to the other side so they don't hit it. And they made like 4 goals like that. Like they kind of dribble, then just take the ball up, and then wait for the other one to hit the ball. So it's a very unusual strategy, but it works, and then it takes a lot of practice to get that level. And yeah, it's amazing. That's all I can say.
I am right there with you. I appreciate the insight that you're providing into what we're seeing. And I would also like to remind the people who are watching / listening that you could still type GG in the chat and stand a chance to win a Masdalo case or a free pizza. And both of those are good options, so why wouldn't you do it? Anyway, we're about to see CAPALOT take on TC Chips Lions once again, and I think this next one is going to be really significant for me personally because I want to see whether TC Chips Lions really does stand a chance against CAPALOT, whether they can change their tactics and come back from this. Because if they can't take this one, I think I'm just gonna write this match off quite easily as well. Because if we see a repeat of the first the first game, I think that TC Chips Lions might be in a bit of trouble, but I don't want to see that. So I'm hoping that they'll be able to put on a good defense, right? And really stand up to CAPALOT's onslaught. The game will be beginning shortly, and we will just jump into it when that happens. In the meantime, just again, a reminder, be sure to type GG in the chat for a chance to win great prizes. I think Technical is still setting up the game, so TC Chips Lions, what do you think they need to do to win this next one, Yube?
Well, don't let them have control of the ball. That's one thing. Because if they start dribbling, they're just gonna take it from that side to the other and then make a pass, and then the TC Chips is gonna be disoriented, and then they're gonna hit the ball into the goal. That's what we've seen so far. So I'd say their best bet is clear faster and make sure they should make more shots. That's what I feel like they should do. Then TC Chips, CAPALOT would have more trouble defending, and then they won't have time to attack. So TC Chips should focus a little bit more on the attack and try aerials, because CAPALOT seems to be really dominant. So
So these are the areas that they need to focus on, some of the weak points that you saw before, right? Do you think that based on their play that they have the capacity for it?
Yeah, I wouldn't say CAPALOT has a weak aerial, but they prefer being
I meant
on the
weak areas, the weak point. These are some of the weak points and some of the strengths.
I would say TC Chips can take advantage of those weak points because they have the skill for it. Maybe it's the first game, and then they were taken by surprise, as we were as well. When they started dribbling and then did all the things they did.
Very
what
true.
Is happening?
Well, you know what? When in doubt, demolitions, right? Maybe they could also try doing some demolitions on some of the players.
I used to do a lot.
Nice. So basically, my thought is that perhaps if they could try to do some more demolitions to prevent CAPALOT from dribbling and playing around with the ball,
more than demos, because it's more reliable, and then you don't really boost on it. So I would say go hit the ball and the player, so that way they can take control of the ball and then make shots. Because TC Chips is really good at making the shots. So yeah.
Well, either way, I'm pretty excited to see what's up next. I'm hoping that the match will get set up soon. And I think my hopes have been answered. My wishes have been answered. So we're going to be transitioning to the map very, very soon with the game. TC Chips Lions versus CAPALOT. This is another Group A match, and this is day 3 of DHIRAAGU Supersonic. And let's see the match begin soon. This is going to be a best of 5, as the screen says. So with 5 minutes on the clock.
Group A is seeming more and more like a death group.
Yeah, now that you mention it. Alright, we have kickoff, and already we are seeing aggressive play. Wow, they're just going at the ball, high speed, blank prospect. Ghostly with a near miss. Prospect now going for the defense. CAPALOT trying to create an opportunity. Oh! And unfortunately they could not score. Blank Prospect still trying to defend and prevent the attackers from really getting anywhere with the ball. Now sending it towards the other end of the pitch. Nyclo Oh, a bunch of players flocking near the ball, but it's been carried away by TC CAPALOT. And look at that! Titanium scores! Wow. He stole the
Wait, look at
ball
that.
all the way from the back, just dribbled it all
And
the way
then
forward.
He went through 2 players, like from all the way there.
Yeah, that's amazing level of skill, really. And now we
Yeah.
have kickoffs once again, and CAPALOT sends it forward, rolling towards the TC Chips Lions side of the pitch. Ghostly. TC Chips Lions managed to clear. Nyclo. Kane kind of circling around the ball, waiting for his teammate to create an opportunity, but Blank Prospect clears it and attacks, and nicely defended by CAPALOT. That was very, very cool. Alright, Nyclo now going for the ball, but I don't think he quite made the contact he wanted to. Kane.
Yeah, TC Chips is trying to keep the ball away from them, because if they start dribbling, they're just gonna get another goal in.
Very wise, but they also do need to score. Ghostly now creating an opportunity, but there wasn't anybody there to take advantage of it.
This looks like an
Ali now
opportunity
going for the
CAPALOT.
ball. Sorry?
This looks like an opportunity for CAPALOT.
Very much so. They're trying to get their
They're just keeping
rhythm
it in
back.
near the goal. Yeah.
Gully. But I don't think he managed to steal the ball like he wanted. Gully rushing to the defense. Blank Prospect defending as well. Ball now once again coming towards the TC Chips side, and Blank Prospect tries to clear it, but I don't think he succeeded. And Scully now trying to clear the ball. Stopped dead in its tracks by CAPALOT. Titanium now sending it towards the goal, but it was deflected. Scully still trying to defend and trying to get the ball out of there, but the pressure is on. CAPALOT have 1 goal and 2 minutes 25 seconds and counting on the clock. So even though the ball is back on the CAPALOT side of the pitch, TC Chips Lions are under a lot of pressure. Another attempt at the goal and another one. Ghostly. And deflected back by CAPALOT. Ghostly again. Oh, near miss. And look at that. Blank Prospect scores the equalizer. 2 minutes 5 seconds. Is that 5 or is it? I think it's 3. Yeah, there you go. My stream is a little wonky, but anyway, 2 minutes 3 seconds into the into this game, we see TC Chips Lions with an equalizer. What do you think, Yube? Do you think that we're about to see a more equal game?
I mean, it's starting to look more and more equal, but I feel like TC Chips is getting better at dealing with the CAPALOT tactics, so they're having a hard time, getting control of the pace, and then, overall TC Chips is doing very well for their second game.
It's like they've, completely been re-energized or something. Oh, look at that! Ghostly scores, and after how many attempts on the goal, I don't even know. These guys have been just slamming the ball at the goal, and eventually one just went through. Look at that! Wow, that's a nice one. TC Chips Lions 2, CAPALOT 1. Now this is what I like to see. Oh. Alright, I've been informed that Titanium prefers to be called Yalan, so let's do that. Moving on, Blank Prospect now going towards the CAPALOT goal. It was Scully this time. Oh, could this be a goal for CAPALOT? And it isn't? Somehow that was not a goal. Like, it was halfway in there, but it still did not go in. That's amazing. Oh, less than 1 minute remaining, and it is TC Chips Lions 2 and CAPALOT 1. All they have to do is maintain that lead, and they'll be back in the game, baby. But anyway, ball now headed towards the CAPALOT side of the pitch. Could this be another goal? Blank Prospect going for it, misses. Dangerous moments here for CAPALOT. Trying to mount an attack, but TC Chips Lions just sending it back. Ghostly now stalking the ball. Kane trying to clear it with 30 seconds remaining. And he does sort of, but not quite enough. Yalan tried to hit the ball, but I don't think he made the contact he wanted. I think he missed. He's rushing to the defense, but Blank Prospect tries to make an attack, did not get the contact here on it either. Nightclaw now making a shot at the goal, nicely defended by TC Chips Lions. Less than 10 seconds now. If they scored the equalizer, we'll go into overtime. Oh my god, less than 3 seconds. And Yalan now with the ball. What's he gonna do? Oh, the ball's in the air. Ghostly. It's still, and oh, there we have it. TC Chips Lions win and equalize. Yube. Mind blown. Please, your thoughts.
I'd say TC Chips is making a comeback, and CAPALOT, well, they need to start doing what they were doing in the last match. This time, they weren't bringing up the A game, so that's why they lost this one. So even though they win, I feel like it kind of got to their heads, and then they were just a bit too chill this time.
Well, whatever it was, TC Chips Lions basically reminded them that they're still in the game. Don't take them easy. Sorry, don't take them lightly. And I'm pretty impressed. So we are now seeing game number 3, right? For
this one's gonna be
TC
really
Chips.
important for whoever wins.
TC Chips Lions versus CAPALOT. Once again, it's 1 win each so far. You're right. This one is going to be kind of important in the sense that whoever wins gets very close to winning the entire match. But on the other hand, whoever loses is also that much closer to getting, just losing the entire thing, right? So we'll be switching over to the game once they're ready on the technical side. So far, TC Chips Lions versus CAPALOT, we have a score of 1-1. This is a match from Group A, once again to remind everybody, on DHIRAAGU Supersonic by Glitch Gaming. And with that, we have kickoff. Yalan.
Really strong from the start.
Oh, nicely cleared by TC Chips Lion. Ghostly. Sully. Hey, this could be a reverse sweep, right? If these guys win. Oh, what a near miss! That was amazing. Almost for I think that was TC Chips Lions. Kane now. Yalan going for the ball, but his teammate managed to reach there first. 4 minutes 20 seconds and counting. TC Chips Lions trying to get the ball away, trying to clear it, but Yalan send it back. Nightclaw stopping there, second attempt to clear the ball. Scully now going for it. Ball dangerously close to the TC Chips Lions side of the pitch. Attack after attack from CAPALOT. This could go either way, but hey, it's finally returned into the CAPALOT side of the pitch now. Yalan trying to clear the ball, and TC Chips Lions just sends it back. Kane now successfully clearing the ball, also trying to create an opportunity for his teammate. Oh, what a near miss! That could have been a goal. Ghostly and Prospect now slowly advancing. Sorry?
Neither of the teams are getting an opportunity to, even set up anything, because so aggressive.
They're just all over the place.
So
Yeah. They're just slamming into each other. This is brutal. I love it. Alright, so Yalan now circling the ball, watching his teammates trying to set something up, try to clear the ball, but Blank Prospect is there to intercept, and intercepts twice he does. Yalan once again trying to clear the ball here. He is met by TC Chips Lions that sends the ball right back. Now Scully trying to see if there's an opportunity for him, but too far from the ball right now. Kane has control. And just like before, they're just dribbling the ball in, and look at that! Yalan scores for CAPALOT with 2 minutes 52 seconds on the clock. The first
that was
goal
a nice
of
pass.
this game. It really was a nice pass. Yeah, I love it. This is very, very good play. I'm really enjoying myself right now. All right, now we have kickoff once again. 2 minutes 48 seconds and counting. Ball once again back on the CAPALOT side, but it's returning to the TC Chips Lions side. But not if Scully has anything to say about it. He's deflecting it, sending it away. Kane now. Oh, another aerial battle by both teams, but this time it was CAPALOT that won that one. His Chips Lions trying to clear, CAPALOT blocking that, making another attempt at the goal. And here's another one that they're setting up. Could this be something? No, I don't think so. His Lions just getting it out of the way. Prospect just trying to set something up, sending it all the way back to the CAPALOT side of the pitch. And again, it's cleared all the way back to the Chips side, and it's back again. This is like tennis now.
Yeah, it just goes back and forth, but CAPALOT seems to be making a huge upturn. And
Look at Kane scores the second goal for CAPALOT. What is happening, TC Chips Lions? You guys are doing amazing right now. Come on, don't let this break your flow. 1 minute 59 seconds at the second goal by CAPALOT. And now we're back to kickoffs. It's still possible to come back from this. Many people have. So I'm keen to see what it is they will do. Oh, nice attempt on the goal there. Blocked away by Yalan. Kane now on the defense.
Yalan looking like he's the MVP of this whole match.
Playing really well, that's for sure. Nyclo now making an attempt on the goal there, but I think it was Blank Prospect that just sent it away. Kane ready to receive it and try to create something again, but I think Scully just flew right past him. Ghostly now. Sending the ball towards the goal. Is there anybody else to pick up? And there is! Blank Prospect scores 1 minute 26 seconds. Look at that. And they're now 1 goal away from equalizing. If they do, that's going to be an amazing turnaround. Come on, TC Chips Lions. I am officially rooting for you for this segment of the game. But for now, we are back to kickoffs with 1 minute 26 seconds on the clock. And here we go.
It looks like every time Blank Prospect someone that goes to make the shot and makes it.
Nyclo. Yeah. It really does, doesn't it? Oh, another attempt on the goal, near miss. That could have been an equalizer. Less than 1 minute 10 seconds remain. Nyclo now trying to score there, but TC Chips Lions nicely defending. Another attempt, and Kane scores. That is a 3-1 for CAPALOT. 1 minute 2 seconds on the clock. Wow, look at that goal. That is just really cool. Okay, we have kickoff once again, 1 minute 2 seconds on the clock, and here we go. A Blank Prospect sends it all the way deep into CAPALOT territory. Yalan. Nyclo, but I don't think he got the touch that he wanted, but it's still in the TC Chips Lions side of the pitch. Less than a minute remains. I don't know if they can score 2 goals in such a narrow window, but it's not impossible. Oh, another attempt by CAPALOT, I think we're seeing, deflected by the goal. Oh, look at that! Yalan just controlling it, slowly trying to sneak it in, but nope, the Chips Lions were not having it. They were not okay with it. Oh, look at that! Another attempt at the goal for the Chips Lions to try to equalize. Less than 20 seconds remain. And Kane now sending the ball towards the other goal, and it's been cleared now. Ghostly sending it towards the CAPALOT side, but it was nicely defended. Oh, they're fighting so hard right now. I'm nothing but admiration and respect for these players. They're just going at it, giving it everything they got. And Yalan scores again for CAPALOT. There we go. We have 4-1 right now. 3 seconds on the clock. I'm gonna call it CAPALOT wins game 2. There's no way you can score 3 goals in 3 seconds, right?
Yeah.
And the ball, the time is up, but the ball's still in the air, so it's still technically ongoing. What?
Well,
oh my god, what?
Yeah.
Black Prospect, what are you doing? That is amazing. I'm not right now.
He's been carrying TC Chips for a while. I hope his teammates start appreciating him and then they keep up like the same momentum as him.
Absolutely, and you know that it's that thing that I really like to see, where a goal is scored after time is up, right?
Yeah.
So I'm very happy about that Blank Prospect. Thank you for that. You just made my night. Anywho, that was CAPALOT versus TC Chips Lions, round 3 basically, and now CAPALOT is ahead with 2. And which makes this next one a really important one. But look at these stats for now, Yube. What are your thoughts?
Well, shots-wise, they're both very similar, but I feel like CAPALOT, well, later into the game, they found their and they start dribbling the ball. It's really impressive how, like, even though the ball's coming really fast towards them, they somehow take control of it, keep it around, juggle it, and then just put it in the goal. Like, they drive around, they see the defender, they go under the ball, jump up, and then, they do this thing, and then it's a goal.
Right. It is performing under a great deal of pressure in just a couple of seconds, maybe split seconds, right?
Yeah.
These people must have like really good reaction time. They must have like really good decision making as well. It's very impressive to see really good Rocket League players doing their thing. That's for sure.
I mean, they're not even like bad on aerials. They're good at aerials as well. But it's like the most noticeable thing is they're really good at controlling the ball, even though it comes so fast.
Right, of course, I'm absolutely with you there. And with that being said, 5 minutes on the clock and counting, and we have our next game. Let's see, Egypt's Lions versus CAPALOT. Now, before I go on, is this going to be a goal? And it is! Kane scores 4 minutes 43 seconds on the clock, and it's already a goal for CAPALOT. Are they really just trying to push this through? Are they really trying to shake the confidence that TC Egypt's Lions has to the last bit? I guess we will see. I was trying to say that this particular game is really important for both teams because CAPALOT could win the entire match here, but at the same time, TC Egypt's Lions needs to win this to stay competitive. But if they win this one, they also are equally close to winning the next one, right? So I am pretty hyped to see what happens next. 4 minutes 14 seconds and counting. Yalan now on the CAPALOT side of the pitch. Scully. Ghostly. TC Egypt's Lions slowly advancing into the CAPALOT side of the pitch. But they are sending it back. They're like, nope, return to sender, we don't want it.
That was a good setup.
Nice setup, but unfortunately I don't think Yalan got the touch that he wanted to get. It went in a completely different direction. And now there's another setup. Maybe Yalan is trying to send the ball in, and he does! Look at that! Yalan scores! Second goal for CAPALOT. This one's pretty nice.
Go for freestyle.
Looks like TC Egypt's Lions is in a lot of danger with 3 minutes 39 seconds remaining. We're still counting down. Could this be it for TC Egypt's Lions, or is there still a chance for a comeback? I mean, it's only 2 goals, right? And we have more than 3 minutes to make a comeback. I still think it's not impossible. Blank Scully.
And TC Chips really need to do something about the dribbling, or else like it's just gonna be a repeat of the last game and the first one.
Yeah, these guys are just way too good at controlling the ball that way, so maybe they need to do something to kind of like break the flow, right? Look at that. So a bunch of attacks on the CAPALOT side of the goal, but defended consistently by their defenders. Blank prospect now, sending the ball forward towards the goal, and another nice defense by CAPALOT. Blank ghostly now going for the ball, but I think he missed that one. Ball once again back on the CAPALOT side, so you can see the TC Chips Lions really putting on pressure. Nyclo trying to send it away, but it remains still stuck on their side of the pitch. Nyclo now trying to clear it once again, but he did not quite manage to do it, but he did pass it to Yalan. And they're doing that thing again where they pass it to each other and they kind of move it around by themselves and then they score.
I like how it's so seamless when they pass. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna pass here and I know my teammates there. So
it's almost as if like
trust is like, I don't know what to say about that.
It's something we could definitely stand to see a lot more of. And now we have less than 2 minutes and counting, right? And the score stands at CAPALOT 2, TC Chips Lions 0. And if TC Chips Lions loses this one, they lose this entire match. So this is a really important game for them. Do or die. Same goes for CAPALOT. This is the way that they can secure their win the easiest right now. And so many attempts on the CAPALOT goal, but a mix of good defending and bad luck for Team Chips Lions is keeping the ball very much out of the goal. Scully again hits the backboard, and such a close attempt once again falls just short of a goal. Nyclo now with the ball heading towards the Chips Lions side, but then it's been cleared and sent the other way. Ghostly now trying to hit the ball, but the ball seems to be freewheeling everywhere, but no one is really able to score or take advantage of it. But CAPALOT do have the goal advantage right now, so that's something.
It looks like CAPALOT's just trying to buy themselves time and then not let TC Chips get control of the ball. What do you think, Morris?
Definitely, and now that we have less than 1 minute, I can totally see why they would do something like that, right? Blank prospect now, trying to create an opportunity, bouncing it off the wall. Perhaps this could be something. Nyclo there to defend though. Another attempt at the goal, but nah, accuracy wasn't quite there. Yalan rushing out of the goal, 30 seconds remaining to defend. This is intense. This could be the last 30 seconds of the game. I don't know if you could score 2 goals in less than 30 seconds. Oh, look at that! Nyclo scores, making it 3-0. And I think that is it. CAPALOT wins this one. I'm pretty sure there's no way to turn it around with this little time. Only 20 seconds remain. TC Chips Lions,
They did it really stylishly.
yeah, definitely. And despite how much fight they're putting in, TC Chips Lions is basically getting really led around by their noses right now. Ghostly. Less than 10 seconds. Come on, guys. Score. You can do it.
Is it going to be one of those 0-0 goals?
Nah,
No,
unfortunately not. This time, CAPALOT takes the win. TC Chips Lions managed to win 1, but CAPALOT did it. Take a look at those stats, you and tell me what you think.
Well, the shots is always really, like, they both have it similar, but this time CAPALOT, well, what I'd say is they had more control of the pace, and then they were doing what they're good at, like dribbling the ball, passing it around. Meanwhile, TC Chips I only see blank prospect like playing. Like I know it's a weird thing to say, but that's what I've been seeing mostly. While the
Blind
other two
Prospect was
playing.
one of the more, how to say, aggressive players, but I did see Ghostly and Scully quite a bit as well. On CAPALOT's side, Kane and Yalan were really
Yalan was like
notable players, right?
That's how I'd say. Like he was everywhere, going for the ball, dribbling, making plays, defending. I'd say he did really well, and also
Absolutely.
Kane was there. He made a lot of things happen.
I would say, first of all, congratulations to CAPALOT for winning. That was a really great match, and we're very lucky to be able to be here to see it, right? On DHIRAAGU Supersonic, brought to you by Glitch Gaming. Also, don't forget to type GG in the chat. But anyway, that was the last match, I guess. CAPALOT just won 3-1 to TC Chips Lions, who actually managed to win their previous match in a perfect sweep. So this is very surprising, you know. Group A is turning out to be quite exciting right now, and so Yube, what do you think?
Well, I'd say two teams were like really high level, and then CAPALOT brought something into the table which was really different that TC Chips could not like handle. So that's why they lost. So I feel like they need more time to come up with a strategy to beat them.
Hey, and speaking of strategies to beat them, there's our good friend Aksam. Hey, Aksam. I hope you enjoyed the game just now.
That was intense. That was really intense. Not gonna lie, I was rooting for TC Chips Lions because I saw how well they were doing in their first match. But tonight, like, one thing I did notice was there was quite a score gap as well through as the matches went on, but there wasn't as much of a skill gap as you'd expect with such a score gap. You know, like most of the goals were conceded out of like mistakes or like really good timing by CAPALOT. But on the other end, you saw how much they strived, and I would like to mention, like, on the match that they won, like TC Chips Lions won their second match, their second game, and that was quite an improvement I saw on their end as well. And then the following two matches, they were trying so hard to stand their ground, but I think what happened was CAPALOT kind of learned their strategy and was using it against them. Like TC
Right.
Chips Lions was proving really well how important placement and rotation is in this game. Like I could see that every time the ball was being pushed back, defended, there were a lot of really epic saves on both sides as well. But TC Chips Lions kept their numbers high, still ending up to like losing to the better team in this case, because I actually know for a fact that CAPALOT is not just any old team. We were right when we mentioned they could be veterans. They are actually the second, an extension of another team that we saw earlier. This
Which
is
is?
an extension of 13, by the way.
Oh, I see. So this is 13 too.
Yeah, this is 13 plus 1, 14, yeah.
Right, this is amazing because when we did see 13, I guess all of the aggressive attackers of this group of friends or players have basically gone to 13, and whatever's left right now seems to be a very balanced team, CAPALOT. And really liked seeing them play, right? When Yube pointed it out, all I could notice was that they used this dribbling tactic very effectively. And even when they were passing, it was very smooth and it was very almost metronomic. Is that a word? Like there's a rhythm to it, you know? It's not just that these guys are rushing around.
It's like they know where their own teammates gonna be, and then whatever they do is not just I'm gonna do something and something's gonna happen.
All right, so one last thing I would like to mention about the last matches that we saw, the last match that we saw, was there was this one moment, I think it was Yalan on the other team, Titanium Yalan, right?
Yeah.
On the last game, when the stream focused on him, he was trying to bait another player, like an opposing team player, to come to the boost. And he was like slinking around back and forth, back and forth. Like, that was a little funny to see, because as soon as he took his boost, then he kept missing the rest of the shots that he was supposed to take. I'm like, maybe his mojo just kind of like slid off.
I think that like in a high pressure game like this, a tactic like that can also make a lot of difference, because if you psych somebody out, you know, you end up robbing them of precious resources, space, or placement, or even timing that they might need to do the things that they need to do, and it really gets into people's heads. So I think that's a kind of a hilarious but interesting thing to pull off in the heat of such a moment. Kind of makes you wonder what kind of a cool-headed player would even think to do something like that at such a high stakes situation.
Yeah. I'm expecting to see a lot more of that sort of action in the future matches as well. All right, we're going to go through just a little recap of what happened tonight. First match that we were supposed to have was between PROFATS NONPAREIL and TC Chips Fraternity. We had a forfeit, which was disappointing on the side of TC Chips Fraternity,
yes.
Unfortunately, but c'est la vie, this is what happens, and it's still a tourney and the show must go on. So PROFATS has by default won that round, and TC Chips Fraternity has now a loss to their name. Second match was not only a perfect sweep, but a clean sheet entirely, taken by KUIS Esports against WOLOLO Esports. Now, this sort of thing happens in a lot of esports like tourneys. You get these newbie teams coming in, they want to test their mettle, and then they're put against the grinder, or some of the best players end up being matched up with them, and then you might think that they have no chance whatsoever. But one thing we need to remember is that this is just the first match, right? This is just the first match for WOLOLO, and we are expecting them to kind of like gather their nerves and then carry on to the next few matches with their new strategies as well. We've talked about the third match as well, and now I'd like to mention, before we go on any further, the next highlight of tonight, which is the lucky draw.
Oh yeah, looking forward to this one.
Let's see who won tonight, right? The first item on the lucky draw is the free pizza by Pizza Bona. And the lucky draw winner is Petty_2. And we've put a bracket in there to mention that he was one of the people commenting on Twitch, just to mention that. Congratulations, reach out to us and we will be giving you a coupon which you can show to a Pizza Bona outlet, and you will be entitled to one free pizza. And now, for the next prize, which is my favorite one, Mandu Muskis. And the winner is Ahmad Hani on for commenting on YouTube. Congratulations, Hani. Yes, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to empty the whole case by yourself. We are here to help. You know where we are. But congratulations. We'll be reach out to us and we'll send you the coupon which you're supposed to use to redeem your gift for tonight. So we are going to be wrapping up tonight's stream. Tonight we've had quite a bit of technical issues on all ends, to be fair. A lot of issues that have happened. We've had one team having to forfeit. We've had to restart the stream once. We've had to delay a match because some of the players were having issues on their consoles or their systems as well. What I'd like to mention is, even through all that, thank you so much for all the streamers, stream watchers who have been watching us and staying with us throughout this entire night. The viewers, that's the word. For all the viewers, and also for our team for having been so energetic the whole night. Monis, Yube, do you have anything to say before we wrap up for the night?
I want to say that I'm really looking forward to day 4, right? I'm looking forward to seeing WOLOLO's performance. I'm going to be following them closely to see just how much they improve as they go on, right? And I would very much like to see TC Chip's Fraternity play as well. This forfeit, unfortunate as it is, I feel like did rob us of what could have been a very good game. So I'm looking forward to seeing these two teams clash again so we can see what it was meant to be, right? And in the meantime, I'm just very happy. These games are pretty exciting.
Well, I'd say tonight, even though we missed one match, the other two was really interesting because they brought new things to the table, which other players can, look at and then decide, yeah, we have to up the game. And so overall, what we saw tonight is going to make this tournament even more fun in the future. So yeah,
I definitely hope so.
So before we end this stream on a high note, I'd like to take this time to mention our amazing sponsors who had helped us make this happen. Thank you so much, Mandumas, for providing that free muskes every night, and pizza bona as well, a free pizza every night for our lucky viewers who write GG in the chat. Print Lab, thank you so much for all the help that you provided with us as well. And eLife for the MVP sponsor, the prize for the MVP. And Gizmo, thank you so much for all the technical help that you've been providing us as well. And then we've got to thank DHIRAAGU, for whom without we couldn't have made this happen. And so, guys, we've had a long night once again.
Very, yeah. And a good night, but a long night. That's definitely where I am right now.
And like I mentioned earlier, I don't know if the rest of the cast for this stream has agreed, but people watching us on the stream, feel free to ask us any questions. If you want us to do anything funny, funky, or even mention your names, give you guys a shout out, let us know, because we would love the interaction on our end as well. A lot of the information that we got throughout the matches, such as some of the player names that we were correcting as we went on, were actually from the stream comments, by the way, Moni. That's where we got that titanium should be referred to as Yalan. Information like that.
Well, thank you guys. That was very helpful. We're still trying to figure it out as well. And I'm hoping that as we go on, we'll be able to really accurately represent these players the way that they wish to be represented, right?
So tomorrow night's matches, they seem very interesting. We're going to be seeing the baguettes. We're going to see...
Oh, yeah.
13.
I missed the baguettes. They were good.
And I was told that Vector is a team to look out for as well.
Oh, I've actually heard of that team as well. I did see them when we were prepping for all this stuff. We had a few test streams, and they seemed quite good during those test streams. Really is a team to look out for.
So, Yube, do you have any parting thoughts before we wrap up?
Well, I just want to say, I just want to see more strategies and stuff. That's what I'm into. So hope I see more of that. And other than that, I don't really have much to say.
All right then. Thank you once again to all our viewers, and thank you both as well. Thank you to the technical team, and we bid you a very good night.
Good night.
අම්මට කොච්චි බේරුම්මන්
2GB නුවේ දිබ 3GB ඩාටා දැන් ඉහුන්නව ස්කෝලෙන් ජේ බෑම වොයිස් මිනිට්ස් කොලක ඒක තේ SMS කොල වෙස් වට්ටා දෙ
ඩාටා වොයිස් මිනිට්ස්